Exodia! Obliterate!
Hey, what is up guys, DragonxDuelist here, and today we have some new rules concerning link summoning and the basic changes in the format of the field. So first we're going to start off with the little news, with the little rules. So these are the pendulum changes. Basically, the reason that the pendulum zones are placed in these spell and trap zones is that when a pendulum monster is in there, it's treated as a spell card rather than a monster placed in the spell and trap zone. So it's kind of the same thing. It's just basically to remind you that it's a spell. So if like you have a pendulum that has an effect of destroy all cards in the spell and trap zones, it will probably destroy itself. So, or the other pendulums. So yeah, that's just something to know. And then we have the big rules concerning link summoning. So this is basically what's going on. Okay, it's about link monsters and the arrows. So the main monster zones basically are, your zones where you get to summon your monsters, and your opponent has their own main monster zone as well. And there are two link summon zones for link monsters. Now, some of the link monsters have arrows that point upward into your opponent's main monster zones. So what that means is when you summon that monster, your opponent can use the main monster zones to special summon monsters from their extra deck. And basically what they're going to tell you is that you can special summon, you can special summon for your extra deck using the link markers. Okay. It also affects your opponent's field too. If there's a forward facing link monster to your opponent's main monster zone, your opponent can bring out an extra deck monster too. So extra link, okay, mutual linking and extra linking. So basically what mutual linking is when the arrows on, I'm gonna just use this picture, the arrows on the link monster, when, let's just say in this example, they have a link monster on the field and one of the arrows is pointing downward. Okay, so you get to use that monster zone to summon from your extra deck. And let's just say you have another link monster and you summon it. You can summon link monsters to the main monster zone as long as there's a link monster pointing to it. So let's say you summon a link monster to your main monster zone and it has the arrow pointing upward and the arrow pointing left. So that means it's a mutual link with the link monster in the actual link zone. So the arrow pointing left is pointing to another one of your main monster zones, which means that one is now open for you to summon another link monster. So let's say you summon a link monster with the arrows pointing left and right. So the monster here is now in mutual link with the monster here. So the left arrow pointing to your next main monster zone opens up this zone for another link monster. So let's just say you put a link monster here that has an arrow pointing upward and an arrow pointing to the right. So now that you have link monsters in these zones right here that are all in mutual link with each other, you can now use the second link monster zone because your arrow is pointing upward into what is supposed to be the opponent's link monster zone, but now it's your zone. If you can summon a link monster with an arrow that is pointing downward, so it'll be a mutual link with the link monster below it. So basically, this turns into a game of like, it turns into a board game basically. So what you're doing is you're making essentially a path to your opponent's, what is supposed to be your opponent's link monster zone, so you can use that zone. And basically that's gonna set you up pretty much for a win if you can like get past your opponent's cards. So that pretty much sets you up for a win. That's mutual linking, and the extra link is when you can get those links up for a mutual link in your opponent's, what is supposed to be your opponent's link monster zone, and you can put a link monster in that other zone that is what is a extra link. So basically, yeah, that's what happens. You pretty much make a path to the next zone to enable yourself to use it, and your opponent can do this too. It's not just restricted to you. So pretty much that is what is going on there. So yeah, those are essentially the rules. I'm not gonna go through all of this. So the most important stuff is the mutual link and the extra link. So the mutual link is the arrows from two separate link monsters pointing to each other in their individual zones. And the extra link is when you make a path to the next link zone and you summon another link monster in that link zone. So yeah, basically that is the new rules. So I'll be sure to link the actual link to the article so you guys can read some of the extra stuff. I'm not gonna go ahead and cover all of that in this video. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of these new rules down in the comments below. Are you excited for link summoning and all that stuff? Personally, I'm excited for the game to become like new again. I know it's gonna be a huge change for everybody, but I'm pretty interested to see what's gonna come of it after all this stuff gets put into the game. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I am signing out. Peace.